I do not have gas. Of course, I'm referring to guitar acquisition syndrome, especially considering playing guitar is my job. I spend 0 minutes per week looking up guitars on the internet, stopping in at Guitar Center. That said, I do have a very specific and short list of instruments that, if I run into one, I will buy it. And wouldn't you know it, this very guitar, this kind of Gretsch, was on that list. And this exact guitar was owned, unbeknownst to me, by my regular golf buddy. This was made beknownst to me when he announced he wanted to unload it. Then I forgot, but he reminded me, rendering it re-beknownst to me, so I scooped it up. Plus, he said if I did a video on Miss You, since we're friends, he'd only charge me double. So here we go, Miss You Candlebox for Dr. Nick Wilkins. And for all the Candlebox fans out there, you know I haven't owned this guitar very long because it's not dusty and there's no dents in it. All right, here we go. Capo 5, the super intro, the thing that comes before the intro, is really, really, really cool. It's Wake Me Up When September Ends, but with a capo. So B string 3rd fret, relative to the capo, and D string 5th fret. You're going to pluck D, G, B, G, E, B, G, B. 2 times. Then this little shapey shape you've got here is going to move down 1 string towards the floor, and you're going to pluck G, E, B 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're into the intro. The chords for which are C, G, G again, F, C, and end on G. Here's some clues for that intro solo, but make it your own. You're thinking E minor pentatonic scale. 03, 02, 02, 02, 03, 03. And of course, on that G string 2nd fret, what often happens, and happens in this song, is you make your way up to the 4th fret, and then you're in this little box, they call it, on the B string 3 and 5, and E 3 and 5. Let's start out with that shape, the first shape we did, and just kind of B string, O, 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 1, O. We're going to make our way up. O, 1, 3, 5. Mess around in that little box and then end with your O, 1, O on the B string. When the singing starts, it's G, C add 9, back to G, then we got A minor, regular C. What I'm calling the thoughtful interlude is G and C add 9 for that little break in the lyrics. Your space is the same as the first line, but with no thoughtful interlude. And I also want to mention that on any of these C's, regular C, you can hammer on the middle finger. C add 9, same thing, but you're hammering on the pointer finger, of course. All right, here we go. Your space, G, C add 9. Back to G, A minor, regular C, Stories Alive, G, C add 9, here we go, E minor, D suspended 2, that's D with no middle finger, to C add 9, into the chorus, which makes use of a very interesting C add 9 chord. I call this Jerry Cantrell C add 9 because this is the only C add 9 I have ever noticed Jerry Cantrell playing. It's C add 9 like regular, but with an open E string. Now it doesn't matter if that's G or E because we've got some notes in the C chord, C, E, and G. So whether we add another E or another G still makes it C add 9. Jerry Cantrell C add 9. Chorus, ready? Go, G, Jerry Cantrell C add 9, E minor, back to Jerry Cantrell C add 9, second line, G, Jerry Cantrell C add 9, and Miss You, E minor, D, Jerry Cantrell C add 9, and of course that happens twice every except for the first time, the E minor D C add 9 thing. And after the chorus, there's a thoughtful interlude. G, oh, with volume and everything. Hey, where's my volume? Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, God. A thoughtful interlude. G, C add 9, into the second verse, which is more abbreviated than the first verse. We're going to do the first line just like before. G, C add 9, back to G, then our A minor C, then it's the Stories Alive line. G, C add 9, E minor, D sus 2, C add 9 into the second chorus, which is exactly the same as the first chorus, but has two of the miss you. E minor, D, Jerry Cantrell, C add 9, excuse me. Do it again. By the way, the D and the D sus 2, the Jerry Cantrell C add 9 versus regular C add 9 versus C, they're all interchangeable. So if you forget which one goes where, just pick one and do it, or do them willy-nilly. It's all good. And the solo is the same as the chorus with two of the miss you segments, the E minor, D, Jerry Cantrell, C add 9 bits. Use your E minor pentatonic scale and make it yours, but here's one for your repertoire. Grab the 3rd fret of the B and the E string. You're going to recognize this. Start with the 5th fret of the E string. You're going to pull off to the 3rd fret and then pluck the B string. After the solo comes the bridge, or perhaps better termed the beginning of the outro, the at the edge line. It's going to be G, F, I'm going to play regular C, you choose, and then G. Second line, very similar, G, F, C, hang on C. The whole rest of the song is G, F, C, G, G, F, C, G, over and over and over and over again. And that is all I have to say about that. From me and Gary the Gretch. Gary Gertrude? I don't know. G suggestions, please, and thank you. We hope that was fun and helpful. Thank you so much for being here, and we will see you next time with more stuff, because guitars can see. Goodbye.